sports coverage of the National Football League. Brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal it's time for football. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The second-year man, Cam Little, has the honors. And off we go from Foxborough. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And that play gets nothing, so no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever. Set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
On play action, here's May. That's caught downfield by Diggs. They get 24 on that line. Good for a Patriots first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Off the play fake, here's May. That's downfield. He's got Hooper, the tight end. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
That's another.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Good blocking to the 15, and he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
May going to hold on to this one. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Henderson. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's May. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Pats will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Andy,
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
They'll go back to Etienne on first down. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Etienne.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll try and run for the first with Etienne. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
A 59-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
Jaguars nothing.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
Patriots making their way back out. Number of uniforms through the years. Pat the Patriot days for those who are old enough to remember. Now, this is their NFL rivalry-inspired combo. They call this Nor'easter. You got to look real close, but there are 6 stars around the neckline. That is in reference to the 6 states of New England: Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and, of course, Massachusetts. Oh, it's also the 6 Super Bowl titles the Patriots have won. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once more, it's Anderson. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short. Now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short. And here is May. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Made out on 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He's got it, and the Patriots are out to a 10-0 lead.
Jaguars, nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready for their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from ETN. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars are on the board. It's 10-7.
Jaguars 7.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. To throw on first down is May. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete. Kayshawn Booty was the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on third down is May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
At the 46-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around it.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Waste of time.
3rd and long. Working out of the gun. It's May. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Jags offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Man in motion here is Washington. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Parker Washington was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop them before he can get any return cranked up.
Take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
He'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. They've got it second down and 6 to begin. A run, and this is Henderson. Woo! Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, New England.
Patriots.
The biggest element on a lot of these explosive runs, Mike, is can the running back make the first guy miss? That's exactly what he was able to do here, and it led to a big gain.
On first and 10, here's May. That one taken in by Douglas.
Complete to Demario Douglas. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Here's second and 4 from the 24. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. No handoff, he'll keep it himself. Down to the goal line, no signal, is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on first and goal.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
They'll give it to Henderson. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
On third and 2, it's May. He'll get this out to Henderson. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal.
And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
The tackle by Christian Gonzalez. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Lawrence now. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air, but they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
He's going to have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Now a screen set up for ETN.
Lawrence's pass complete to Travis Etienne. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. To throw is Lawrence. The outside complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll get this up to the 44. Josh Hines-Allen there on the tackle.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
Still 3rd down.
So now, following the penalty, they're only going to need a yard. It is 3rd and 1. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
They're going. It's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 23
The drive
yards.
stays alive. They got 23 yards on 4th down.
First and 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how
line.
comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game.
And he's in! Keyshawn Bucci. Touchdown, New England.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Borregales now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Pats will get out in front 17-7.
Jaguars 7.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Brian Thomas now, and the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play. That is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
At the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
And the Jaguars first down. A gain of 1 yard. First down, Jacksonville.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Lawrence. He's got Myers on the completion.
Lawrence's pass. Complete to Jacoby Myers. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They go play action for Lawrence. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Jacksonville.
First down. A gain of
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
He finds his tight end. That's Brenton Strange.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Lawrence now on second down. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Man in motion here is Washington. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
To throw is Lawrence. He'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
Complete to Travis Etienne. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
3rd and goal. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Jaguars 14.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, May. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half.
On
3
first
points,
play,
all that
Gallows
separates
kicking
these
off
two
for
sides as half number 2 kicks off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now Etienne will mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and very quickly a first down.
Jaguars, first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Whoa! And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? That's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
On first down, Lawrence. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact. And really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Looking middle, and he's got Myers. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
On the give, it's Etienne. He's to the 10, and he will get into the end zone. Travis Etienne, touchdown Jaguars.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Little on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
17.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Maynard on 1st and 10. That completes to Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard.
The 26-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's May. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Man in motion, it's Diggs. To throw again is May. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That one good for 26 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. It was Darian Jones that time making the play.
2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. And a zone read, a give to Henderson. And he'll get this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And now it's 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable, incomplete on that 3rd down try. That brings up 4th and short.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Lawrence going to keep this himself. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a one-score game. Mike, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Lawrence now. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And there was nothing exotic of pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
25-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
He's got Douglas going deep. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
On the return, here's Washington. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play for Jacksonville.
yards.
A pickup of 44 yards.
Jaguars, first down. A pickup of 44 yards on the play. And a Jaguar first down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
ETN now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. That's his second touchdown tonight.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will extend this third quarter lead.
Patriots 17.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard
The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's May. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's May. Throwing right. It's taken in, and he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
On the play.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. May to the air once more. Left side, he's got Henry. He's taken down just shy of the 10. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This is a great look here, Mike, when you have a very versatile tight end, the ability to move him around. He's like the ultimate chess piece. In this snap, he's lined up in the slot. His ability to get downfield and use that big body, when you're going against these zone defenses, oftentimes that's the vulnerability of the coverage. The ball was on time, the ball was accurate, and then his big tight end, he just did the rest.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Med. He'll get this out to Henderson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up third.
Really well done here by
12.
the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregales. This to get back to a one-possession game.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. They'll run. It's ETN. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. There's a short one. He's got screen. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Open right side. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the fourth quarter.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
To throw on first down is May. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And they'll have a chance to put this one to bed. They begin first and goal. They'll run it here with Etienne. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. Here now, second down and goal. In motion comes Thomas. It is brought in the end zone. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Patriots 20.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Here's May. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Second and 1.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On second down, here's a run with Stevenson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was second and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on third down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back.
And he will score! Game on! Keyshawn Boutte, touchdown Patriots. That his second touchdown tonight. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for one and make it a one-possession game. Or some people think about going for two here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for two, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a two-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game.
Patriots 27.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there to get this out past the 30-yard line. Brian Thomas now and the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. The drive begins with a carry from ETN. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Second down, Lawrence. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Brenton Strange was his intended target, and it'll be third down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
24 yards.
A gain of 24 through the air. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
At the 46-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Lawrence now on second down. He will find Thomas. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Number 7, Brian Thomas.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is caught by Washington. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Patriots' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. On the ground, here's Etienne. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's a run. He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. Again, they give it to Etienne. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Man in motion here is Washington. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll try and run with Etienne. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Wow, so they decide to challenge them on the ground on 3rd and goal, Mike, and this defense answered. I think the takeaway is pretty clear. Next time you found yourself down in this situation, you got to throw the ball.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
We'll take 3. Yeah, we'll take 3 points. Great pick, guys.
Cam Little
So,
to
after
kick
the
off
field
for
goal,
the
back out is
Jaguars.
Little to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense. keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Sure pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That one good for 29.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
On the move left. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from Foxborough.